New at 5:30, as Fox 23 evening anchor Sara Whaley continues her maternity leave, she and her husband Michael invited us into their home to see their lives as new parents.
I brought you my in-depth conversation with them on Tuesday night. Now I'm taking you into their nursery to see the special decorations and sweet moments with Montana Sky.
This is the nursery.
The first thing you see inside their nursery is the sign with their baby's name, Montana Sky, that Sara and Michael designed themselves.
We kind of came up with it together. I really had it in my head what I wanted it to look like.
The lighting is cool behind it and everything.
Yeah.
Yes. And you already have quite the book collection. And I know in attending the baby showers, there's also a story behind why you wanted to have so many books.
Yeah, because it's, important for us to read to her. I think that it develops a bond, but also sets her up to, learn and have a good vocabulary. And as a former school teacher, of course, that's important. But it was just important, and it's something that I had seen before, asking people to bring books instead of cards. So that's kind of the thought. And then now, all these books have a story within a story, if you will. I can say, your Aunt Shay Shay got that for you. Or I read her Green Eggs and Ham the other day for the first time, and her Aunt Joanna got that for her.
I do not like them with a mouse.
It's able to introduce her to people while also introducing her to literature.
Also, before that, when Sara was travel with me, or we'd be somewhere, we would buy a book. Even before you ever got pregnant or anything.
But for her.
So we got one in
we've gotten this one's the one from Memphis right here.
Yeah.
Ducks Run Amok.
And we got that at the Peabody.
At the Peabody, yeah. So anytime I would travel with him, he would, I have him write in it.
Here's another Duck Duck Moose, and even more on the shelves.
I said, great, I can finally understand astrophysics.
Look who's active now. Hi, Montana. You're so little. Oh, you're so strong. Look at you flexing.
She's like, I gotta show my muscles off.
Montana. Oh, it's a big yawn. That's a big yawn.
While Montana slept during most of our visit, I did get to hold her, and I soaked it in.
Look at you. Look at you.
Montana.
Hi, pretty girl. I got your head. I got your neck. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Oh, you're making little bubbles.
She has figured out how to make bubbles lately. It's hilarious. She loves doing it.
Yeah.
You're so sweet. We all were waiting to meet you.
She's so sleepy.
I know.
She's very at home with Shay's voice as well.
Yeah,
because
I can imagine.
There was always a joke that she might know Shay's voice more than Michael's.
Yeah.
She heard it for 3 hours a day, if not more.
Complained to Tulsa's investigative reporter. So have you missed work at all? A little bit?
Yes, actually. I didn't know if I would miss it or not, but I have missed it, and I've missed the people. I've missed my friends, and so it's been an adjustment for sure. But there's no job that's more important than this one.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we've missed you too, but we know you are not at work for one of the best reasons in the entire world, and that's being her mom.
And get this, Montana Sky has her own sky on the ceiling in her room.
He, of course, being a pilot, wanted Montana to have her own sky. So this is called on our phones Montana Sky.
Yeah.
And it mimics the aurora.
Yeah.
And so she gets her own aurora, and she actually has looked at it since she was tiny. She loves it.
She also loves rocking in her mama's arms, falling back to sleep once again.
I still look at her sometimes and I'm just like, this is my kid? Yeah. This is my kid. Yeah. This is my baby.
A baby she and Michael both prayed for and called their miracle.
And that's because Sara and Michael, shared they suffered a miscarriage before their pregnancy with Montana, and that's why they also call her Miracle Montana. You can see the in-depth conversation from earlier this week on FOX23.com.
And we are so happy they did not give up after that, and they had Montana.
Congrats.